Ladies and gentlemen, today is such a good day. Today is the first time you guys are seeing Coach Ali actually putting on a smile at the start of the video, speaking about Barcelona, speaking about Real Madrid, because ladies and gentlemen, the downfall of Barcelona has officially started, in my opinion. And it all started by our favorite player back in Real Madrid, which is Mats, in short of Marcus. Is that his name? Yeah. Ter Stegen, ladies and gentlemen. A movement has started yet again between the fan base of Barcelona and on Twitter and on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone is talking about this. Ter Stegen, ladies and gentlemen, tweeted this back in the middle of July, obviously. He said, "Dear Coolers, I wear the color and jersey of FC Barcelona with great pride, whether on or off the pitch, in moments of success and difficult times." I mean, there was barely any success when you played as goalkeeper in Barcelona, let's be honest. Today is a personally difficult day for me. Basically, to just summarize all of this, he said that after my last operation on my back, I returned to the pitch after 66 days, almost 2 months. This time, the doctors believe about 3 months will be necessary as a precaution to avoid any risks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you as a Barcelona fan, you sit there and realize, okay, what's wrong with this? Why is everyone starting the hashtag movement of Ter Stegen out? Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain why this is the biggest downfall for Barcelona. Marcus Ter Stegen, basically him going out for 3 months, this means that it doesn't apply to the rules of La Liga. The rules of La Liga says that if a player goes out for 4 months or more, this will allow Barcelona to use 80% of Ter Stegen's salary to register another player. That's only if he is injured for at least 4 months. But Ter Stegen and his medical team reported to La Liga and said, nope, only 3 months is needed for his back injury, ladies and gentlemen. So 80% of his salary won't be taken to go and register another player in Barcelona. Now, what does this affect? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what this affects. They cannot register Szczesny, which they are extending his contract, right? They could not register the new goalkeeper, Joan Garcia, which came from Espanyol. They cannot register Marcus Rashford, probably their biggest signing this season, and they cannot register Rooney Bargi, the future star, in my opinion, for Barcelona, who have been playing unbelievable. Impressed Hansi Flick taking him from the second team to the first team, obviously. Ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona are officially having a nightmare right now, and it's all coming from one player, my king, Ter Stegen. This is an obvious tweet from Ter Stegen saying that, nope, I'm not going to free up my salary just so you could register a new goalkeeper, a younger, better goalkeeper in Joan Garcia, and register Szczesny, who's going to be a backup for Joan Garcia, because I want to be here in Barcelona and I want to receive the same amount of salary you have given me for the past 10 years. And I will play in the best team in the world currently. Not the best team in the world, the second best team in the world, which is Barcelona. Ladies and gentlemen, this has caused an uproar in the football community. You had a Sport coming out, one of the journalists saying, I never saw a footballer announce on social media talking about recovery time. 3 months, says Ter Stegen. To use his salary space to register another player, he must be out for a minimum of 4 months, we are witnessing a full-on power move against the club. You have the fans coming out saying, never seen a player include the recovery time to the message of the fan. Ter Stegen did that on purpose. He knows exactly what he's doing, mentioning the timeline, blocking us from using his salary to register Joan Garcia. He has zero respect for the club and zero respect for the fans. Ladies and gentlemen, him doing this is hurting the club obviously, and him doing this probably is hurting the future transfers that will be coming, man. Barcelona's president has officially said, in principle, there will be no more new signings. We have a good squad. You know what? Him saying this is basically just covering up, saying that we are broke. We cannot register more players because there's a certain person that is taking up all the salary cap that is there, man, and it's against the rules. I cannot believe that this brother was a past captain for Barcelona and is out here doing all of that. You think it's over there, ladies and gentlemen? Barcelona tried to meet up with Ter Stegen today, but he's found nowhere to be seen. He has ignored the club's phone call. Barcelona are ready to take disciplinary action and possibly legal steps, ladies and gentlemen. And they believe they have everything in order to take Ter Stegen to court. They could even have grounds to fire him after acting in bad faith against his employer. This is unbelievable, man. You know, Barcelona are usually known having respect for their players. Barcelona are usually known loving their players, especially players who did a lot of service for the club, right? And in my opinion, no matter how much you hate Ter Stegen right now, Barcelona fans, how much you dislike him, you cannot discredit what he has done with your team, man. The fact that he stayed in the worst period in probably Barcelona's history from 2015 until 2025, you just need to respect him for that alone, man. And now he's going and saying that he's angry because Hansi Flick did not play him in the last league match, which would have earned him a 3.5 million bonus, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all about money from what I'm hearing, and Ter Stegen genuinely just wants his money and probably doesn't care about the club, man. You know, as a captain, I understand why Barcelona fans are getting angry, because they hear stories like Xavi, you know, the ex-manager of Barcelona, freeing up or not taking his last salary because he didn't want to hurt the club. You have Gundogan doing the same. You have ex-players not taking their salaries just because they want to help and, you know, help as they can so the club doesn't go broke. Now you have a Ter Stegen who is not willing and is going to court, fighting with the club, an ex-captain going against the club and disrespecting the club at this point just because he doesn't want to feel replaced, he doesn't want to be kicked out from Barcelona, and he wants his money and his bonus that he deserves, right? And that is genuinely unbelievable. They told me that Barcelona players love the club, right? Oh, there is so much love here. Again, just to give out even more examples, Dani Olmo, ladies and gentlemen. Last season when he joined Barcelona, they were uncertain. They literally told Olmo that they are uncertain to fully register you in the Barcelona team. Despite hearing all of that, despite having like a season off from Barcelona and doing that risk of him being unregistered, yet he still joined Barcelona. Dani Olmo, still knowing that it's uncertain for him to be registered, he still joined Barcelona because he loves the club, man. And then you have Ter Stegen demanding more money, doesn't want other players or other goalkeepers to be registered, and is genuinely just hurting the transfers and hurting the club and disrespecting its fans, man. That is genuinely unbelievable. And Barcelona fans, I don't know what you guys think in the comment section, but let me know. But this, if it was a Real Madrid player, I would have been pissed, man. And I know you guys are pissed. Look at the things they are mad about. He got angry with Flick during Inter. He disrespected Chesney. He tried to sabotage Joan's signing. He wanted to be a starter even though he was injured. He announced that he is out for 3 months only, so we can't utilize his wages and register other players. They are turning against him. The Ter Stegen out hashtag is in full effect right now. They're even making fun of him, saying if he had back pain he wouldn't have climbed that which is kinda making sense here. And that's genuinely just unbelievable. And it is finally good now. Good times are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully they cannot register those players, but until then, subscribe to the channel. I mean, let's be honest. The inevitable thing that is going to happen is me still screaming, still shouting, and still having a lot of pain and depression once they're all registered. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this. I just wanted to talk about this news that broke out, obviously. Obviously, it's a very disrespectful move, and I don't condone it, if I'm being honest. If I was a Barcelona player, I wouldn't do this to my club that treated me well for the past 10 years, and yeah, that's just my view on it. But anyways, what do you guys think on the comment section? I read every single comment. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, like the video, and gracias.